Throughout the history of Rome, there were many different kinds of emperors, some good, some bad, and some insignificant. One group of emperors from the 1st and 2nd centuries BC are even referred to as the 5 good emperors. Others, however, are more well known for their tyranny, lunacy, and brutality. But who among the 77 Roman emperors was truly the most insane of them all? The Emperor Caligula, who ruled from 37 to 41 AD, was said to be a charismatic and benevolent man in his early years. As he grew older, however, his lunacy became more and more apparent. According to the Roman historian Suetonius, he once appointed his beloved racehorse Incitatus as a consul to demonstrate his supreme power and ridicule the senators he considered to be useless. After his failed invasion of Britain, it is said that Caligula declared war on the god of the sea Neptune and had his men collect seashells as loot. According to another, less than savory anecdote by Suetonius, Caligula also frequently enjoyed engaging in sexual relations with his sisters. The Emperor Nero, reigning from 54 to 68 AD, is perhaps most well known for allegedly lighting the city of Rome on fire and playing his fiddle as he watched the flames. But that was not the full extent of his insanity. In a fit of rage, the young emperor once kicked his pregnant second wife, Poppaea Sabina, to death during an argument. It is said that Nero was so distraught with regret that when he found a young boy that looked deceptively similar to his late wife, he had him castrated and forced him to dress up and play the part of his late wife. Being ever paranoid and distrustful, Nero further forced his valued mentor, the famous Roman philosopher Seneca, into suicide for his alleged involvement in a plot against the emperor. The Emperor Commodus, who ruled Rome from 180 to 192 AD, was so obsessed with gladiatorial combat that he would dress up as the Roman hero Hercules and invite seasoned gladiators over to his palace for training. This was almost always a death sentence, as the gladiators would not dare to beat the emperor, and Commodus rarely showed mercy to his defeated opponents. Commodus further showed a great disdain for the physically disabled, staging multiple gladiatorial fights between himself, completely naked, and crippled opponents, who he beat to death in front of the crowd. His obsession with gladiators carried on with his punishments. Commodus frequently had people who slighted him fed to the lions in the arena. So, to recap, Caligula made his horse a consul, declared war on the sea and had sexual relations with his sisters. Nero set Rome on fire, kicked his pregnant wife to death, abused and castrated a young boy, and forced his mentor to commit suicide. Commodus dressed up as a gladiator, frequently killing his opponents, beating the physically disabled to death, and fed people who offended him to lions. So, who do you think was the most insane Roman emperor of all? Let us know in the comments, and make sure to let us know what topics you'd like to see covered in the future.